Welcome to episode 8 of this Football Manager 2020 Let's Play series with Red Bull Salzburg. In today's episode, we're taking on Porto in the second leg of our first knockout round in the Champions League. Of course, in the last episode, we beat them 2-1 at home. They did get an away goal, but with a weakened team due to suspensions, that was a good result, I think, 2-1 win. Since then, we've won 2-0 in the league against Salzburg. We beat St. Polten 2-0 as well. We beat Rapid Vienna in the FA Cup semi-final after extra time, thanks to a headed goal from our centre-back Ongueni, meaning we are in the final. We're going to be taking on Austria Vienna on the 1st of May. And we drew our second league game of the season against Admiral Wacker Modelling. I put out a weaker team with the Champions League game in mind. It does mean we finished top of the table after the first stage of the season. 62 points, 13 clear of second place Sturm Graz, who themselves finished 11 points clear of Rapid Vienna. So we go into the Champions playoff where the league splits into two. And this, all the points are halved for each of the teams. So we've got 31 points as a result. But we keep all the statistics, as you can see there. 56 goals scored, only 7 goals conceded in the league this season, which surprises me. But I guess, yeah, we have kept a lot of clean sheets. It's in the Champions League where we have conceded most of the goals. Sturm Graz will be a challenge because we beat them 3-2 twice earlier in the season. Must have played them at some other point as well. 4-1 win, absolute thrashing at home. But I suppose they're our biggest rival, thinking about it. And they are the team we're also going to take on in today's episode after this Porto game. So the team I'm sticking out to take on Porto: Stankovic in goal, Christensen, Ongueni, Valci and Voba, Romalo, Junazovic and Bernida in the middle, because unfortunately Dominic has picked up a little knock and he's not match fit. Hechan's also out for a couple of weeks, so Prevlak's going to play up front alongside Haaland and Minamino. Without further ado, let's get on with this. So, Porto, going with a 4-4-2 again. Their top goal scorer is up front today. I don't think they played him in the last match, did they? Zé Luis has got 14 goals this season. Pepe at the back, still lumbering along at the age of 37. I'm starting to think we've got that goal advantage, but they've got an away goal. Do we go attacking? Do we try and get the goal that will sort of settle the nerves a bit? I'll be worried if we don't score a goal in the first half, because I just want that away goal to make sure, really, just to give us that little cushion. So perhaps we should just attack from the start in our usual way. I might get stuck in. I think this Porto team was solid. They're good defensively. They've got Pepe. He gets stuck in. Why don't we get stuck into Pepe? Oh, dear. That is awful. What a save, Stankovic. It's a one-on-one situation, so no surprise. But, oh no, they're advertising for Coventry University at the side. Why? We're in Porto. Porto versus Salzburg. And they're advertising for Coventry University, of all places. Hilarious. Here's Alex Telles, the left back, into Luis Diaz, having a run. Passing it around, transitioning up the pitch nicely. But Woba is just gifted the ball. And here's Minamino, who has an awful shot well wide. Well, it's been okay so far, 23 minutes in. But like I said, I do want a goal just to settle my nerves a bit. Christensen. Haaland's one-on-one. He's gone round the keeper and he finishes. Is he onside? I think he's offside. He was very clear, wasn't he? So I think it's gonna. No, that is so tight. That is so tight. Here we go again, though. Let's not be. Oh, Haaland! This time, surely it's going to count. Surely. That is a crucial goal. His 30th goal of the season, and it is so important because we're 3-1 up with. We're level on away goals. They have to score twice. If they score twice, of course, it goes to extra time. That is massive. That is so massive. And I will change the tactics slightly just to compensate for that fact. I'm going to leave it on attacking for the time being. I might pull the two pressing forwards back a bit into support roles rather than attacking. What is the point in that crossfield ball? Otavio, what a goal. But why are we... These crossfield balls, there's too many, but usually they're beautiful passes, but that was awful. They're back in this. We're 3-2 up on aggregate. Of course, a second away goal will really, really help us. But if they get another goal and we are unable to score another one, then it does go to extra time. Minamino's going to drop into being a deep line forward. He'll come deep, collect the ball, help out Haaland and Prevlak up front. But, oh, it's 2-1. We're going to have to... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have changed this. I didn't really change a huge amount, but turning being more expressive and the pace off of our distribution might have had an impact, I don't know. As it stands, it's going to extra time, but you'd imagine Porto are probably the favourites now to go on and score another. Here's Luis Diaz round the back, saved by Stankovic. They're beating our back line far too easily, but I think I just leave it because, you know, we know 1-on-1 chances are just always hit at the keeper. So I think it makes sense just to leave it the way it is and hope for the best. But the thing is, they often win corners from it, and I'm not sure how we are at defending corners here. It's crossed in. Blocked. Good block by Christensen. And now maybe we can counter Minamino now in the deep line forward role, coming and collecting the ball. Gives it to Christensen. It's back to Romalo. Into Junuzovic. Out wide to Voba. What can we do here? It's all the way over to Christensen, who can't quite get there. And another crossfield ball is intercepted, and we might pay the price here. Luis Diaz. It's back, and that's the end of that highlight, fortunately. Prevlak is tired. Well, he's not that tired, but he's not playing well, and he's not match fit. So I'm tempted to put Koita on and advance forward in the middle. Haaland will go out wide. I might swap him round. He can cut in and then hit it with his left foot, can't he? Minamino on the other side. Deep line forward, coming deep, collecting the ball. We'll see if that makes a difference. Come on, a second away goal will be massive. Here's Ongwene to Christensen. All the way over to Voba. That time it does work. Voba. I just don't understand it. He ran over the ball and Stankovic has come for it. And fortunately Christensen in possession. Bernid back to Romalo. To Bernid. All the way back to Stankovic. Looking for Voba, who wins it. Junuzovic. Romalo, this is brave football from us. It is working though. Voba's round the back and he crosses it in. And Haaland, it works. Coming in from the right hand side, heads it in from a Voba cross. It's 4-3 to us, but crucially we've got 2 away goals. And if they score another, they're still going to have to score 1 more to win it. We're not going to extra time. That is definitely true now. But it was, in the end, it was great football. It was very brave passing from us, but it came off in the end. Stankovic was heavily involved in that phase of play as well. And I've not changed anything tactically before the goal, but maybe I shouldn't, because we know what happens when you change things. Christensen, Ongwene, I might change things a little bit. Perhaps we should time waste, turn it up a notch. Here's Voba to Junuzovic, to Bernid. Junuzovic, all the way to Christensen. Christensen. Back to Bernid. Is he going to hit it? He's played it back to Romalo. He's got Voba out wide. You can run it to the byline. He decides to cut back and then cross it in all the way back to Romalo. Bernid hits it. Oh, what a save. We are going to... I'm going to go to positive, which is the mentality that we used at the start of the season. I'll turn that off. We don't need to be quite so expressive. That is probably where we scored that goal, though. Expressive football. But I don't want us to give it away and regret playing expressively, basically, when we don't need to right now. We're in the driving seat. They have to score twice to win the game. I'm going to bring Ashimiru on for Bernid, and he's going to play as a deep line playmaker. Just sit a little bit deeper. The clue is in the name. Here's Junuzovic with a free kick. Oh, chance! Quite blocked. Junuzovic after it has the shot from a ridiculous angle and distance. Free kick. Oh, saved. I'm going to drop Minamino back again. Play him in the role that he obviously didn't work in previously, but as a support attacking midfield, it just gives a bit more support to the midfield, basically. Turn down the tempo a little bit. Yeah, I think the time is to be sensible now, and Farkas will come on for Christensen, who's tired and on a yellow. That's the sense. I've just been sensible, and hopefully the game will reciprocate my sensibleness by rewarding me with this draw or an aggregate win. The changes haven't been made yet, though, and here's Christensen on the ball, knocking it. Oh, he's hit the back of I don't know who, but either way, they're back in possession, and my changes haven't been made. If they score, do I cancel them? Corona's through. Corona, what a run. He's off the post. Somehow that hasn't gone in, and I don't know how. They've clearly been the better team today in terms of the stats. 29 shots to our 18. 3 clear-cut chances, but that doesn't mean anything. Farkas is round the back here, crossing it in. I don't think we needed to cross that in, really. Actually, I'm going to get us to whip the crosses in now, rather than float them in. Or mixed. It's on mixed. We'll whip them in with pace. Try and cause problems to their defence. Here's Haaland. Out wide to Christensen. It's not Christensen, it's Farkas, isn't it? He's lost the ball. That is poor. Alex tells us through. This is an opportunity. It's wide, though. A 4th clear-cut chance missed for Porto. Can we hang on and get through to the quarter-final here? This will be an historic day for Salzburg. It's all the way out wide. Farkas intercepts, but he had more time. Someone just needed to shout time to him there. We're getting punished for a high line, but it's another save, and there's no point changing it. It looks ridiculous because they're getting in every single time, but Stankovic just pulls off save after save. Another problem is the fact they're winning the corners from them, but so far, so good. Stankovic out wide to Voba. What is that? We're really not helping ourselves today. That's fortunately smashed over the bar. They've missed 5 clear-cut chances. I've not put half chances up. I've not really taken a look at half chances on FM20. I usually do. I suppose I could add that. We're through! We are through to the quarter-final of the Champions League thanks to 2 goals from Erling Haaland, our 19-year-old Norwegian wonder kid, who, by the way, wasn't capped at the start of this save, has now earned 5 caps, and of course he is on fire. He scored 8 goals for Norway in 5 games. He is just unbelievable. I can't believe we're through. I mean, I was hoping for Porto, looking at the draw. Oh, Leon are through as well. They've beaten Barcelona. That is a shock. Who's through so far? I think there's only been 2 matches played so far. So we head into the first Champions playoff in high spirits. We're taking on Sturm the team that finished 2nd in the first stage of the league and are our biggest threat, really, to overtaking us. So hopefully we can defeat them. They've got some decent players. Bulgarian international, young Austrian on the left. Yeah, Georgian international. Yep, I remember these players. I've made 1 change. Pongracic has come in for Ongweny, who's suspended for this one. So, quarter-final of the Champions League. The first leg will most probably be the next episode then, in all likelihood. We've also got the Austrian FA Cup final to look forward to. I don't know how that will fall, but hopefully it will fall alongside a Champions League game. That would be nice as Prevlak heads that over. It's been a phenomenal first season on Football Manager 2020. It's been bizarre at times, but it's been fun overall. There's been, obviously, lots of frustrating things about it. But overall, it has been a lot of fun, and that's what a game should be, fun. You could argue, yes, maybe there's a few too many long shot goals, but I would hope that they'd keep... What was that from Rober? I would hope that they wouldn't tone it down too much, because the beautiful goals in football are what makes it joyful at times. So hopefully, and likewise in Football Manager with long shots flying in, it just makes it fun. So I do hope they don't tone it down completely. Anyway, playing out from the back here. Pongracic gives the ball away. Not great. Despodov in possession. Looking to punish us for our complacent passing. It's all the way over to Dominguez. Christensen hits it into one of their players. Minamino does well though, and I forgot to say Dominic is back as well. Dominic's back in the team for this one. So 2 changes to the team. Christensen to Dominic. Nice ball to Vopa. Smashes it on the volley over the bar. We've had 20 shots already, but we failed to score, unfortunately. And this may be a chance. Pongracic heads that away. Junazovic heads it on, and here's Haaland breaking for us. It's a wonderful ball to Minamino, but it's saved. We have been dominant, but we haven't managed to take advantage of it. But here's Haaland off the post. Voba heads it on, headed away, back to Voba. Into Romalo. Dominic, Junazovic, Dominic, Minamino, Christensen. Hits it. Beautiful goal from our right back. 3rd goal of the season for him. I feel like he's scored more than that, but it's only 3 of his long range shots have flown in. They've all been beautiful. This was an exquisite effort as well. Minamino did well, turned, found him, boom. Lovely. See, that's fun. That's enjoyable to watch. Aesthetically pleasing. And finally, after 28 shots, we've taken the lead. Pongracic gives away possession. And it's over. Oh, no, it's cleared. Junazovic after it. And he's found Christensen again. Has to run out of his way to get it a bit. Here's Dominic now. Our young Hungarian. To Christensen. Back to Dominic. Lovely play. And it's battered over the bar from long range by Junazovic. Oh, great ball to Christensen. He's got space. Cuts in though. It's into Junazovic. Back to Christensen. Here's Dominic. Nice play for us here. Voba. He's going to have a shot. Nope. Junazovic is though, and it's just wide. 1-0. 33 shots to their 1. Oh no, Christensen. Bit of a knock. On comes Farkas. I think I'll take Voba off whilst we're at it as well. Change the fullbacks. They're very tired. So many shots. So many key highlights in the first half. And suddenly it's gone dead. Going to bring Koita on for Minamino. We'll do the same thing that we did before. Oh, we've scored, but it... What was that highlight? Oh, we didn't see it. We just see the goal all of a sudden. How bizarre. Well, this is the goal. Haaland collected it. He ran through on goal and he finished brilliantly. Smashed it with his left foot at the near post. 2-0. Completely dominant performance against the second best team this season. Just shows how good we are compared to the rest of the league. We are unstoppable. Here's Farkas crossing it in. We're looking for a third at the death here, which we probably deserve. No, we've not created any clear-cut chances, but still, Haaland heads onto the bar. Been an enjoyable episode. We're through to the quarter-final of the Champions League. Our first game in the Champions playoff goes to plan. Man of the match for Haaland and a goal. I don't know how quickly we can win this league because there's 9 games to go. We're currently 10 points clear. So obviously it's going to take a few games to get up to the point where we've won the league, unless Sturm Graz lose a couple in a row, I suppose, which is possible. So the next episode will be that quarter-final of the Champions League. It's going to be here. I'll probably throw them in one episode. Just have the one league game in the middle, and then hopefully if I'm getting ahead of myself here. If we miraculously get through to the semi-final of the Champions League, and it falls at the same time as the cup final, sort of in between, then that would be useful. But I really am getting ahead of myself. I suspect we will lose. I just can't see us getting through past any of the teams that have... Well, Leon's possible, but they beat Barcelona, so obviously they've got some talent. Chelsea and Man City have also gone through. PSG in the driving seat against Real Madrid. Spurs or Bayern 0-0. Atletico Madrid Inter 0-0. Napoli currently beating Liverpool. Okay, there's a couple teams here which we might have a chance against. It's definitely possible. Anyway, thank you for watching today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to hit that like button. I always forget to say these days. I've gone through phases of sort of asking for likes, but I just forget. It does help. It helps with the YouTube algorithm if you leave a like or even a dislike, to be honest. It does help with the YouTube algorithm, so it does help me out, so that's much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the series and you're looking forward to other FM20 content, then it'd be great if you can hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Until next time, enjoy FM20, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.